We back. Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Shay's Wellness Club Q&A. And I am here, your host and founder of Shay's Wellness Club and STL Green Eats. I thank you guys so much for joining today. We did our thing for today. We got up this morning. Thank you, God. We got our prayer in, hopefully a meditation, a church service, or something productive today, worked out and everything like that. I saw someone on my timeline that to went to that they worked out before church. Man, I would probably, because it's so, for some reason, I can get up at 6 for church. I mean, for the gym, but it's so hard to get up to 6 for the gym. Maybe because that's me waking up 6 a.m. every day. But if they got to be my time, they got to be my time. You know what I mean? So that's something I don't know. Uh, it's a really good, not a really good thing. I don't go Sunday. I choose not to go to church. Oh my gosh, to the gym on Sunday because it's one of my rest days. I only go to the gym 5 times a week. I don't feel a need to go 6. Just like I don't feel a need because I was gonna go twice a day, and then I was like, instead of going twice a day, I'm just gonna add a day to the week. So it's going cool so far. Um, since I've been going 5 days a week to the gym, it's been a hit or miss. I don't know if it's because, well, one, the holidays. Sorry, y'all. You guys need to hear my divided attention. I don't know, is it about going to the gym 5 times a week? Actually, I think it's very good. I think what I messed up on and something that we all should identify what made us gain the weight. So for me, what contributed to my weight gain was um okay. So what contributed to my weight gain was definitely the bread. I started back eating sandwiches and I started back eating sugar and stuff. So, and then, I started drinking sodas too. It's like when you do a ripple effect type of thing, and it's really hard to cut back. Another thing that I caught myself doing a lot of, I would say in October or so, is fast food. You know, it's like when I start eating or start enjoying the QT kitchen, I go a little crazy, and it's sad because I should be able to discipline myself, but we all have to identify what makes us not be successful in our weight loss wellness journey. So for me, I can't go to fast food places for real. If I do, I have to be very strict. Such as me, I'm not getting any ranch. I decided to not stop getting blue cheese. I'm actually going to throw away my blue cheese bottle because really creamy stuff on your salads or as a dip definitely adds extra calories, and it don't take like a little teaspoon to be 100 calories, and then you'd be like, dang. So I think I am consuming too many calories in a day and not burning them off as well. So now I'm back to the gym 5 days a week. Thank you, God. And I encourage my other ladies to up their workout routine as well. So if you aren't going to the gym at all, definitely work on going at least twice a week. Ideally 3 times a week. I feel like I went 3 times a week and I was pretty successful at going 3 times a week. I but also was very active as I was just going to the gym 3 times a week. I used to walk a lot. I used to do when I was at my smallest, like say a little bit before I met my husband. The benefit of working, I guess you would say, at 9 to 5, because I was a personal grocery shopper, right? So I would literally take orders all day, walking back and forth to aisles for 8 hours straight. So I would easily walk 10,000 steps a day blinking. You know what I mean? And then I didn't have a car at the time as well. So walking to the bus stop, from the bus stop to the bus stop, from the bus stop twice a day, every day for at least 5, 6 days. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be skinny that way, especially if I think I walk like I might have walked a mile a day. Now, granted, when it's been made, well, long story short, adding walking to your routine is gonna be such a game changer for everyone. Because even hey Sierra, thanks for joining. Because even when I only worked out like 2 or 3 times a week. When I used to walk so much, I mean that the working out was just a plus. So I always encourage you guys or us to get our cardio in as much as possible when it comes to this weight loss wellness journey. One, walking is such a relaxing experience. And if anyone says they aren't relaxed when they walk outside, they're doing it wrong. Either they have too many distractions, or sometimes we need to let the earphones off, you know? I think I've almost got hit before. Well, not hit before, but I've been distracted before, you know? And my mom always taught me, excuse me, my mom always taught me to stay aware and be aware of my surroundings. So I think, what year was it? 2023 maybe, where the lady has stalked me to work every day. Not every day, but I caught her stalking me going into work. It was a crazy ordeal. And I still haven't told that story, but that's got to be like a good TikTok or something. TT. Uh Later this year for sure. Excuse me, I need my water. Hey, sorry you guys. Hey, thanks for the love. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, y'all. Here's my co-host, my gallon of water. That's another thing too. Something at least I could say that I've been consistent with my water. That's why my skin's been clearing up and stuff. That's another thing about sugar too. It definitely has broken me out. Um, it's kind of like when we go out of town, and we went out of town, I think in October. What was that? Early November. We went out of town, and when we go out of town, I kind of use this time as almost treat it like a holiday, and like, oh, I can have this, I can have that and stuff. And then I go a little crazy. And when I go crazy with sugar, I break out. So thankfully, I'm back to my water intake. Well, not back, but my decrease in sugar and stuff has helped a lot to clear my skin. So, hey, Jess, thanks for joining. Um, Also, if you guys haven't already, step number one in this weight loss wellness journey, we have to get our water intake up. That's the cheapest thing we can do. You can get them at Dollar Tree, maybe not this big, but even a half a gallon. Anyone that's not used to a gallon, I definitely suggest a half a gallon, because I started with a half a gallon. And I thought it was a gallon, but it was really a half a gallon because it was not this big when I first started my weight loss journey. And man, that was enough too. You know, my 31-day fast starts tomorrow. I'm excited. Awesome. 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 So, what are we doing for our fast? Let me ask that. Because you don't want it to be too extreme that you're not going to be able to maintain it. But doing a fast is a really good cleanse for your body, especially for the beginning of the year. Kind of like, all right, let's do this. I was supposed to do pescatarian, and then I end up cooking chicken. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I will say on our wellness journey as well that it is the beginning of the year. Give each other grace, because I was like, dang, I was going to do just fish this month. And it's like day 4. And I'm like, oh, gosh. So just all we can do is our absolute best, show up for ourselves every day, and come to these meetings once a week, every Sunday, so we can hold each other accountable. No sweets, no juice, no meat, but fish. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. No juice, no sweets, no meat, and no fish. Now that's what I'm talking about, a good fast. Okay? We had baked salmon and boiled broccoli tonight for dinner. Yay! I'm excited. Y'all be thinking I'm really genuinely excited for you. Because first of all, I love salmon. And then when you have it with vegetables and have it all the time, it does wonders for your body. It makes your skin look good. It makes your waist a little smaller. It makes it starts to, I don't know, eating salmon made me like fish more. At first I used to only eat tuna the way we make it, like I don't know, I only used to eat fried tilapia and stuff like that. But what I like about salmon is it's so good baked. If you get bored, let me know. I have some good recipes on like switching it up. I did like a salmon quiche where it's like a egg pie but with salmon in it, which made it taste so good. That's a bestseller of mine at STL Green Eats. Salmon bites, and if you don't even want it baked, salmon bites are really good to make in the air fryer. Get a little crisp crunch to it. Get you a nice, not fattening dip, and it'll be great. $289, and I'm $267 right now after the baby. Plus, I'm breastfeeding, baby. We gonna get to 200. That's right. Yes, we are. Okay. My girl Jessica got her goal set, and I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for you. Let me see. 267. I know that's right. And it's so good to like say it out loud. And I appreciate you for being transparent about your goal. That's what I'm here for. If you say it out loud, you make it more, make it more real, and you make it like, oh, I'm sticking to this. So I can continue to tell Shay, hey, guess what? Yeah. Google it, YouTube it. And make sure you follow me on YouTube, because I'm gonna be starting to make more meals on camera. Because why not? I'm gonna either I'm gonna go live and turn my lives into like meals for YouTube or whatever, and of course my wellness club, or because it's cool to see the recipes and stuff. Because I do have recipes on Thrive with Shay, but seeing someone actually make it where you can rewind, watch it. Because me, when I watch something on YouTube or someone cooking, I have to rewind it a couple times. Like a 15-minute video might take me 30 minutes because I'm rewinding like, oh, wait, teaspoons of how much and what ingredient and how long and all this other stuff. So you got it. Salmon baits are so good. My husband loves those. Okay, so we're gonna get into this video because it's been 15 minutes and we have not even answered the questions you guys have been sending in to me, which I have appreciated so much. And if you guys have any other questions or more questions, feel free to put it in the chat, because for an hour you guys have me as a private coach right now. So I would say use me while you can, because private one-on-ones are expensive. but I got you. So today, people are, I was asking, what are people struggling with right now when it comes to the weight loss goals? So we set our goals. We know where we're starting at. We know our weight goal. I don't even, guys, we don't really necessarily need to do our measurements until later. Like, we're starting off just fat loss journey, and getting a consistent routine for the first 6 weeks. 6 weeks is when you'll see your results starting to manifest, or if that makes sense. Something about me that I realized, every time I realized I lost the weight I been trying to lose, or I've been noticing shape in my arms or my back or anything, it takes a couple weeks for you to be consistent in order for you to see it. That's why consistency is so important, because your body is going to react to consistency. It's not going to react to you doing it once a week, twice another 2 weeks, maybe even a month. You're like, your body's still like, okay. But once you hit that 6 week mark of your body used to working out, used to eating right, used to, doing better routines, your body rewards you with that by showing you. So, if it's been a few weeks and you haven't seen anything, or even 2 weeks from now, you don't see anything, just stick in there, hang in there. And, we're going to see the results we want to see sooner than we think. Actually, when I saw the results, it was when I forgot all about tracking them and everything. I just was going to the gym every day, eating right every day, like second nature. Once you start gathering a routine that's second nature, that's when you're going to really see it. That's when you're really going to see it. Because the other day I was like, oh my God, I've been to a gym for a week straight. Where's my waist at? You know what I mean? And I had to remember to myself, girl, you got some ways to go. Okay. Like my girl Jess said, she's working on her goal. My goal is about 30 pounds by the summertime. Now think about it. Those that are watching now and watching the replay in January, we have the advantage to really lose that much by the summertime. It doesn't take you years sometimes to lose that much weight. If you stick to it, stay consistent, and being mindful of, our emotions, making sure we're eating right, making sure that we're actually sleeping. That's something that I'm working on, getting the right amount of sleep. We can really change dramatically in a short period of time. You would think, oh, the summertime, that's so far away. But how hard is it to lose 30 pounds in a whole year or a whole 2 years, let alone in that bit of time? So we got to, remember our goal. You guys know what I always suggest: a photo of us at our smallest or a photo at our biggest. My photo, well, I can't show you because I'm on the phone right now, but I choose a photo of when I was my biggest as my screensaver. And then, like, when I go to the gym, I have the screensaver and the lock screen, right? They're two different things. Everything's visual. The more you visualize your goals, the better this will go. So I have, like, my wellness warriors know my go-to, I think my personal body goals. That's possibly realistic. I feel like I got pretty close in the summertime. Like that fit that I have on when I'm wearing the brown, that is like my Megan Thee Stallion goal, getting towards that. So Megan Thee Stallion is my body goals, because she seems like she goes to the gym. A lot of people saying all that's fake and stuff like that. I'm like, well, she well, at least her videos are like, some people really fake their videos and go to the gym once in a while, but you can tell she actually knows what she's doing. So, that's my thing. I want to maintain my shape and my, curves, but to lose the fat. And I definitely show myself when I was 15 pounds away from my goal that that's possible. So I'm getting there again. Okay. So, sorry, I'm a little long-winded. Okay. I think we answered that last week. Am I eating too much or not enough? That's a great question. So, to identify if you're eating too much is where we really are once we start tracking our calories. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, if you want to go all the way raw, A plus plus, definitely try to get a scale if you can. And then you can YouTube how to scale your food properly. Me, I don't do that. That's not my specialty. I am better at maybe measuring in the beginning. Like for a long time, I didn't really know how much of a teaspoon was. So a lot of us don't realize that a teaspoon of ranch is a lot of calories, or a teaspoon of this is a lot of calories. So now that I identify how much a teaspoon is and stuff like that in the serving size, I go from there. So it's really important that we are making sure we're not eating too much. One, we're not supposed to eat to be full, but if we are, I always suggest drinking our water. We always got to make sure we're drinking our water before every meal. That helps trick our stomach to making us feel full. Rule number two. But also, we are wanting to make sure we are in a calorie deficit, meaning, and then you can go on, or if you need, inbox me, and I can definitely help you with identifying your calorie deficit number. But you can also Google it. It goes by how much you work out, how active you are, your age, and I think your weight right now. It tells you how many calories you're supposed to eat per day. I'm actually gonna, since it's the new year, I'm gonna make sure I up my update my caloric number or whatever. But yes, identifying what your calorie count is supposed to be. Then, paying attention to the labels that are in the back. There is such thing as not eating enough as well. If I'm going to the gym 5 times a week, I need to eat more than 600 calories a day. Why? Because my muscles need more calories and my body needs more calories, because calories are important at the right number. If that makes sense. But yes, there's such thing as not eating enough. Fasting is great. Like my girl Jess, she's doing a fast where that would be considered that would be considered a pescatarian fast. Pescatarian fast is when, now, being pescatarian and a pescatarian fast are two different things. Fasting means you are eating at a certain amount of time within a certain amount of hours. Being pescatarian means you're only eating fish, shellfish, stuff in that nature. But yes, you can't eat too much. And then just by identifying, if you haven't, I want my people to make sure that they're engaging with my content. So when I upload stuff, you guys are able to see it firsthand, but also engage in other healthier comparisons as well. So like some people, they like chips, 200 calories here, a bowl of strawberries, 200 calories here. Pick your calories. You're basically picking your calories. So, for instance, yesterday I made a choice to myself. I was at the gym. And I'm at the gym for like 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But okay, I'm not working out all that time. I promise. I'm probably working out, like my strength training, I'm probably working out about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'm doing a 20-minute cardio on the Stairmaster. Now, me, I take mini breaks, 45-second breaks in between my sets on the Stairmaster. So 20 minutes on the Stairmaster for me is probably 30 minutes altogether, maybe, or something like that. And then, but I'm trying to shorten that time. I'm trying to take less breaks. But I'm on level 9 on the Stairmaster. So, you know, if you know, when you know, you know. Or if you know, you know. But yes, what we're doing is that. And yeah. I lost my train of thought, so we're gonna move on. Okay, so the question was, what should I actually focus on going? What should I actually focus on going into 2026? Focusing on, you want to keep it as simple as possible, especially for the first 6 weeks. The first 6 weeks, you're trying to develop a habit that you can repeat over and over and over again. Okay, I didn't cook last night. What is my go-to snack? What is my go-to meal when I didn't cook anything the night before? When I'm having a craving for something, what is my alternative instead of ice cream, instead of instead of chips? Excuse me. So what is my go-to instead of chips, instead of ice cream, instead of chocolate, instead of milk chocolate? Excuse me. Those sinuses are crazy. Okay. So, for instance, that's what I was saying. So yesterday, I almost got me a Snicker. And then that's another thing that messed me up, because I'm being transparent with y'all, because you guys are going to come along this journey with me too. I can't be an accountability coach and you guys don't hold me accountable as well. And well, I've unbigged my back twice already, so why not 3-4 times, as many times as I have to? Okay, because it's, best believe I'm getting that body that I had that early last summer. I'm getting that back. And anyways, so that was my problem. I was going to the gym. That's what something bad that I was doing. Two things that I can identify right now. I was going to the gym and then eating bad after, thinking, oh, okay, I went to the gym earlier, so that's cool. No, because it basically defeats the purpose of all that work. I'm not, and I was half butting the Stairmaster. When I was at my best body, I was doing level 9 on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. Up until recently, I was doing level 7, barely level 8, but level 7 for 10 minutes. Now I know why, and then I was avoiding the Stairmaster. When I tell you, I've even asked ChatGPT a couple different times, and even my homegirl ChatGPT told me the Stairmaster is going to be the most calories you burn for cardio. Maybe more so than running, because I don't really like to run. So when I asked Chat, it said gave her 3. I said, which one takes away the most calories? What burns the most calories? And I knew, but I was kind of hoping that the robot would tell me something different, like, oh yeah, you could do incline on 15 on the walker, not Stairmaster, treadmill, and you'll be good. No, it really did say Stairmaster is gonna be your best bet. So if you're someone like me that was trying to avoid the Stairmaster, we can avoid the Stairmaster. But long story short, I put that Snicker bar on the belt when I was at the grocery store. I was like, I got a lot of good healthy stuff. I got like some poppy sodas for when I don't have a craving for soda and I don't get a soda, I just get that, and that did perfectly fine. That's a good alternative to regular soda. If you're going to, try to do that. But also I had a couple good things in my belt. And then I was like, no. I just did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster on level 9. And I guess how many calories that was? A Snicker bar is 200 calories and I believe 27 grams of sugar on that one. And y'all know I love some milk chocolate. I was like, oh, I can't wait to just have my treat when I get home. And I was like, no, Sade, you're not going to keep doing this because how are we going to lose weight if I keep saying, oh, after the gym, I can have a treat? That's defeating the purpose. If that Snicker bar is 200 calories and me being on the treadmill on level 9 for 20 minutes, and if we ever know, if anybody that's watching has been on the Stairmaster, no, 20 minutes is no joke on a Stairmaster. 200 calories for 20 minutes. Does that seem fair? No. And that's how I was so successful from the gym when I said no to that. I'm not risking 200 calories I just burned on the Stairmaster for a Snicker bar. And then I feel bad after. I'd be like, ooh, that was good. Then my teeth might hurt. Or, I just feel guilty after. Like, why did I do that? Was that even worth it? Now I'm worried about if my face is going to break out, stuff like that. If my, cheeks are going to get big because if I eat too much sugar, it shows up in my face. Like, come on now. So I hopefully remember that every day this week. Because I go to the grocery store sometimes because I run out of my, healthy stuff sometimes. So when I'm at the store, I'll be like, And trust me, they really are trying to get us at the store. Having all that sweet stuff in the front by the line. The line's long. Anyways, so making that simple tweak, making that simple decision saved me. You know what I mean? Today, I did have a small bag of chips. I had a very small bag of chips. Like, little bitty bag. Very little. But I almost got a honey bun. You know what I mean? So what I did was I take snacks to me to church so I don't indulge in bad stuff. So I eat dates, I eat sunflower seeds, I eat, So finding an alternative to things, to the bad stuff, is really going to help you on this journey. Long story short. How do I stay consistent when life is busy or stressful? That's a great question. Staying consistent while life is busy or successful. Stressful is going to be, I don't want to say it's easy, but that's the time where you really need to go to the gym. When life is stressful and hard to manage and busy. Finding time to go to the gym, that's why, or even, waking up early and doing a workout at home. You could find a small corner in the house, whether that's by the dishwasher, why, if it's by, the garage, whether it's even outside and you do some forward marches, you do some cardio, you run in place, whatever you have to do. Even if you want to, take some earphones and just not go in a corner, but some people don't have much room, they say, for a workout spot. But finding a spot where you can work out for 30 minutes to an hour, preferably an hour, because an hour you can get a lot of cardio in, a lot of stress out the, and then you could start dancing, and just anything, okay? So that's what I want for my wellness warriors. I want us to stay accountable and stay on our fitness. I want to walk more. because I don't like these lines that I'm getting under my neck. And it's like the more weight I gain, like the deeper they get. So even if you have to pick out flaws within yourself to help you on your journey, do it. You know, if I eat too much bread, my face gets fat. If I eat too much sugar, I get bumps on my face on top of hormonal acne. You know what I mean? Um, and then when you gain weight all in general, your back gets bigger. You get more rolls. You get more rolls in your stomach. You get stretch marks. My weight has fluctuated up and down for years. It's very hard to stay consistent and stay a certain weight for a long, long time. You know, I gain weight like this. I'm very observant of myself. So anyone watching the replay, we have to be observant of ourselves. One, that makes us more comfortable in our own skin. You know, what's the point of avoiding what we see? I don't want to see myself naked because I know how big I am. You better start, first of all, loving your body no matter what size you are. But two, accepting your flaws and doing whatever you want or whatever you can to perfect them. Like me, I think that my teeth aren't white enough. So what do? I'm switching toothbrushes. I'm getting more whiteners. I'm eating less diet food, or not diet food, diet drinks and stuff like that. So do things, identify your flaws, and do what you want to make them better. Me, I want to learn how to do makeup, but I can't learn how to do my own makeup if my skincare isn't on point. So I have to learn how to do my skincare properly, so then I can properly put on makeup and it don't look like I'm trying to cover up something. Stuff like that. I need to properly learn how to put on makeup so I don't break out for the makeup, because that's another factor too. So, identifying what you're trying to accomplish is going to be so important. Staying consistent when life is busy or stressful, realizing that life is always going to find something to be either stressful about or busy about. Either we have kids, either we have a spouse that we have to tend to, family members that need our attention, or, we have pets, stuff like that. It's going to always be something in life that's going to stress us out. It's always going to be something in life. Oh, excuse me, y'all. It's always going to be something in life that's going to throw us off course. You know what I mean? For instance, my mom passing away. That was highly stressful, and I'm still grieving and stuff. But what has helped me through such an ordeal is going to the gym. It helps me, push through any anger I had, any, sadness when I feel sad, stuff like that. Because a lot of what made me, especially after I was on TV, made me push my fitness more, going to the gym more often, was her. My mom was a big motivation of me staying healthy now until her age she was about 64. I want to make it past 64. I want to make it past my grandmother's age. Thank God she's with us still. And she's about 86. So having something that's gonna stress you out, yes, but finding a motivation through the stress is gonna help you a lot in this journey. Because, well, one, for me, I have to find the good out of the bad. I have to. Because there's always going to be bad in life. There's always going to be someone in leadership that we don't like. There's always going to be someone that we love passes away. There's always going to be death. There's always going to be we lose a job, or we lose an opportunity, or, something's going to always happen. Just like, I forgot who said it, but it's always something. It's always something. It's always something. So we have to do what we have to do in order to get through it. And honestly, Working out is a great therapy. Working out, period, is a great therapy. And you can do it through a hobby, you could do it through classes, you could do group classes, solo classes on YouTube. You can use me. I have workouts as well. Going to the gym, everything. Okay? Working out through stress is actually very therapeutic and could possibly change your life because a lot of us are emotional people, and working out helps regulate our emotions because what? Because why? One emotional decision can make or break your life. One emotional decision, ooh, gave me chills myself, gave myself chills, okay? One emotional decision can completely change your life. Just snap. And I don't know about you, but what I love about church is it helps me identify how much I've really used emotional intelligence through life. Now, I don't know if I think it's because of the gym, but of course it's God and everything. But when you maintain your emotional intelligence by using the gym, sometimes the gym can help you. Let me think about it for 10 seconds. Sometimes some people gotta count to 10 and then like, okay, I'm back. Whatever you have to do to get through stress, do that. I'm not saying go smoke blunts because that don't really help. That really just masks the problem. I'm not talking about drinking. That's another masking of problems. Over shopping, that's another masking of problems. But to really get into the gym, get into our fitness, and eating better. Because if we are stressed out and emotional and we eat crap, that's not going to do good on nobody. That will tie into the emotional roller coasters, the emotional issues, the stress, and all that stuff. And stress literally. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me. And stress literally can kill us. I think that was a big part of my mom being so sick. She was so stressed about life. And it's like, we can't control certain things. We can't control certain people, be happy for the people that are around you. Be happy for being able to, well, of course she was happy that she was able to see the next day, but it's just certain things stressed her out so much that it kind of consumes you. So I always suggest when it comes to stress, if there's no way you can change it, there's no reason to stress about it. This morning I almost got in a car accident. If I really wasn't emotionally aware and calm, I would have probably freaked out on the highway. And it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Cars, I don't know what to do. Okay. One, it helps to have, a husband that's just there always. But two, having emotional intelligence is just so important. It really helps relieve stress. Moral of the story. I'm not telling you what I've heard. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. So I'm gonna do another question. Oh, okay, we're making good time. How does undereating lead to overeating? That's a good question. Overeating can lead to undereating can lead to overeating because you're depriving yourself of something you're gonna eventually enjoy, if that makes sense. Now, me having a sweet once a month is okay. I could have ice cream once or twice a month. I could have, a chocolate once or twice a month. But when it's every week, it's a problem for me. When I could eat a sandwich once a month or twice a month, but if it's every week, it's going to add up. So undereating is going to lead to undereating. So if you're eating only a certain amount of calories, like if you're eating 600 calories, 700 calories, but you work out 5 times a week, you're kind of taking nutrition from your muscles as well, and you need your muscles to stay strong, to stay with energy, and muscle also protects our organs and stuff. That's why maintaining muscle mass is so important when we're older. You know, when we have muscles when we're older, we're able to get up from falls easier. We're able to have less knee issues. We're able to have more cushion or bounce when we, fall. Um, it protects our organs, basically. Okay. And strength. Having strength at an older age is definitely a flex because and I hate to keep bringing my mom up, but she's such a pivotal. My mom is such a pivotal learning lesson for me. You know, you don't want to be in your 60s under eating and then under eating the wrong stuff and losing muscle mass because then my mom could barely lift this full. My grandmother can barely lift this full. You know what I mean? That's kind of, I want to be 80 years old and be able to hold this. I want to be I want to be in my 80s able to hold a baby. You know what I mean? Having I hope you guys can hear me. But having muscle mass is just so important because it is ideal to keep it important. How undereating leads to overeating. Because if you undereat, you're not eating and not getting the right amount of nutrition that you need. Okay, I had a metabolism question. Metabolism is how fast or slow your body is. It's better to use examples. So say if I am going to the gym 5 times a week, but I'm eating like 17, almost 2,000 calories, but I'm losing fat. My metabolism is speeding up because my body is using my calories for fuel and not storing in my fat. That makes any sense. You know what I mean? Okay, why does strength training matter more than endless cardio? That's a great question. So you want to be sure you are strength training. When I just said this, really, strength training is very important, especially for us women, because after I think after the age of 30, we lose muscle mass, or after the age of 33 or something like that. Well, every year we're going to lose muscle mass, especially if we don't keep up with it. So strength training is very important. And over endless cardio, if all we do is cardio, we're losing muscle too. Let me say that again. If we're doing endless cardio, we're losing muscle with it because you're basically burning fat from the muscles as well. So like when I first start losing weight, not when I first start losing weight, but when I'm trying to get the year. So like 2022, when I was losing weight, I was doing more cardio than weight training. Now, if I were to kept that same cardio but added weight training to it, I would have been able to maintain a more muscular figure instead of looking deflated, if that makes any sense. Because so that's why it's so important. You want to maintain a great balance. Cardio every day, but also at least 3 days of weight training, because that just makes your back look good. Just think about it. How many people you know have a nice back from just cardio? How many women do you know that have a nice toned, beautiful arms and legs and booty from just cardio. Just cardio makes you lose your butt. Just cardio makes you lose your arms. You know, it really takes you strength training, and you don't have to go crazy. You really don't have to go crazy. You don't have to overtrain either. 2 to 3 days a week is perfectly fine. Well, you guys know my go-to workouts. Why does motivate? So someone asks, so what makes motivation fade but habits last longer? Someone has been listening. Ugh. Sorry guys, I got moisturizer in my eye. So why does motivation fade but habits last? Oh, sorry guys. I'll be putting moisturizer way too close to my eye. Okay. And then when my eye mess up, my nose up. You'll have to cut this one, I guess. But yes. Why motivation fades but habits last? Habits last because your body's used to consistency, not the motivation. Your body is used to consistency, not motivation. Why? Because motivation and inspiration is fleeting. I can tell you guys how to stay motivated all day, but there's going to be some days where you absolutely do not want to get out of that warm bed. There's going to be days where it's so cold outside. You're like, do I really want to go out to the gym? Stuff like that. There's going to be times where you're not going to want to get up 30 minutes early, an hour early just for a workout before work. There's going to be so many days like that. I'd be lying to you if I said everything's going to be easy and perfect. Okay. But what's really going to help us maintain our consistency is just remembering our mind about our future body. Like, okay. Because when I told my someone that I was losing 30 pounds, they're like, dang, you don't need to lose that much. Well, first you want to make a comment on my weight gain. And then when I tell you my weight loss goal, you're like, oh, that's too much. Okay. Beggars can't be choosers, because now I'm really going to be fine. Okay. Anyways. But yes, when I told them my 30-pound waist goal, it was like, okay, you want to lose that much? Yes, hello. Because I was 15 pounds away from my ultimate goal, 12 pounds to be exact. And if I got that close, I can get close again. And I did that in less than a year. So, with my wellness warriors holding me accountable and me holding y'all accountable, somebody watching this live is going to lose 30 pounds. Let me look at the camera so y'all know I ain't playing. Somebody watching one of my lives will be losing 20 to 30 pounds by the summertime of 2026. Now, will that be you or no? You can watch every live every week. You know, you can get the digital downloads. You can get the recipes. You can watch the replays. You can, do the workouts. Will it be you? Will you be that person that at the end of the year, we're going to do I'm going to do like awards and stuff for the biggest, weight loss loser. And we're going to do some fun stuff. I'm going to probably do like a lunch for the people, maybe even just not one person, but maybe for a group or for the person that loses the 30 pounds first. Heck, if you beat me to it, I'm going to have to do something. Okay? But this journey is definitely going to be something we need to hold each other accountable on. One, I don't just talk stuff. Why? Because there's too many people that want to see you lose. One, there's too many people that you might not even be aware of. And it's good. But I kind of like being aware sometimes. That want to see you fail. Someone that's looking at you like, ha, she gaining more weight. Ha, she pregnant again. She gaining that weight. Ha. Ah, she thought she was eating right. She not. Ah, she don't even know how to eat a salad. She putting all that stuff on. Ah, she told us her weight loss goal. She hasn't reached it. There's going to be someone that you tell that's going to hold you accountable the other way. That's going to be like, ha, I hope they don't win. Oh, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But yes. So someone that's watching this live is going to lose 20 to 30 pounds within 6 months. And I hope it's someone that's watching this. And I hope that it's someone that tags me in their videos. You know, if you do a workout, tag me. If you guys make a delicious dish, tag me. If you make a meal this week, inbox me, tag me, let me know. I am rooting for you. Okay. And I hope that you guys are rooting for me too. Because I already know people aren't. So I hope some people are. Because no matter what, I'm rooting for myself. Okay. So, you know, if you guys see me tooting my horn, I'm going to be tooting y'all horn. Just like my girl Jessica says she has her goal. She wants to get down to 200. That's definitely doable. Because just imagine once she hit that 200, she's going to be like, wait a minute. Let me work on the next goal. Then the next goal. And then you're like, wait a minute. I ain't trying to lose all that weight, but then I'm looking good. Let me try a little more. And then you're going to inspire people that still didn't do nothing. So I'm just praying that anyone watching this really takes accountability and advice and really take the ground running. Now, I'm looking for 5 people to enter into my wellness accountability coaching program. I'm only taking on 5 people for the first 6 months of this year. I may start it February, okay, where I completely hold your hand and help you lose your goal weight up to 60 pounds. But, 6 weeks, I'll definitely help you lose your first 20 to 30 pounds as fast as possible. But a lot of this is going to really rely on what you really do. Because I can privately call you. I can, we could do because a benefit of being one of my VIP clients, you get a personal call from me. You get my personal number, my emergency email. You take priority. But also we go over a custom meal plan for you. We could do that every week or once a month, or, slight discounts on meal prep services here, in STL Green Eats. But also you get me as your accountability coach. And that means if I'm on y'all now as, my public group, I'm really going to be on you as your private coach, because, and I'm not going to be like hard on you because that's not what you guys need, but I'm going to check on you. I'm be like, okay, so what do we cook this week? Why? Because this journey starts in the kitchen and then we go from there. Oh, well, I don't know what to work out. I don't know what to do this week. Okay, tell me, do you have any limitations? Do you have knee problems? Do you have back problems? Do you have this? Okay, then let's do this plan this week. Let's do this for the first week, and then we switch up the workouts, stuff like that. We're going to be want to do, I get excited. Sorry. What I do is take a custom approach to wellness, because I realize everyone isn't the same. Everyone's not going to like the same foods. Everyone's not going to like the same workouts, and everyone has different issues. Whether that's motivation, whether that's eating habits, whether that's um, workouts or what have you. Everyone is different. So I help. That's why I'm only choosing 5, because I want these Thrive of 5 going to really take the ground running and keep going. Um, so if you believe that if you're a busy professional, male or female, that is looking for accountability, but more of a customized approach when it comes to meal prep, when it comes to meal planning, when it comes to workouts, I am here. And inbox me the word wellness um, or coach, and I would love to help. Okay. STL Green Eats is a great wellness brand as well, our sister company that helps people private meal preparation. So no two meal preps are exactly the same. If you like fish, if you like chicken, if you don't like beef, if you don't like pork, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, we don't give you Brussels sprouts. If you don't like carrots, we don't give you carrots. We're not going to just give you what everybody else has. And that's what the beauty of STL Green Eats is, a customized approach to wellness, eating, and bettering our relationship with food. Okay, like my girl Jessica's getting used to salmon and baked salmon at that. Some people I know never even had baked salmon before. I introduced my mom to baked salmon. She's like, "Wow, I never ate that. Like, it's really good." Okay, try it. But anyways, I thank you guys for joining me today on Shay's Wellness Club live Q&A, our first session of the year. I hope that if you need to watch the replay as many times as you need to listen to this as a podcast. Make sure you put this push notifications for our next live Sunday. I try to keep them between 6:15, 6:30, no later than 7 when we start. And also to just inbox me any questions you may have. And if you would like private coaching or group coaching, if you want to bring a friend as well, we offer that as well. So inbox me. Okay, make sure you stay in tune to the content, because I will be doing more workouts, more meal preps, and also one of my snacks that I'm eating to better my weight loss journey. So with that being said, be kind, put God first. Remember that you can't take things personal, and to live life the best you can. Keep a smile on your face. Love God and stuff. Love you guys. Bye. Now, um, okay. Now make sure you give me a follow and push notifications so you can get notified on the live. Those that join my Thrive of 5 group will be having more than one live a week if we need that, and stuff like that. So have a great day, be mindful, and stay blessed. Bye.